Hi guys, so we'll be solving an O-level past paper question from the year 2021. The session is July-August. This is question number 3. In this question, we'll use a cubic equation to draw the graph of a function, draw a tangent for the gradient, and also estimate the solutions of a straight line. So let's start. The question says complete the table for y equal to negative x cube over 2 plus 3x plus 1. They've given us this table right here. One second. This one right here. Let's find out the value for this over here. So let's plug in negative 3 into this equation. Let's see what we get. Negative 3 cubed is of course negative 27. Negative 27 times negative is positive 27. So it's 27 over 2. And negative 3 times 3 is going to be negative 9 plus 1. So the value that we get in the first box is 5.5. The next part says draw the graph of y equal to negative x cube over 2 plus 3x plus 1 for negative 3 is less than equal to x, which is less than equal to 3. So let's plot all of these values. Let's plot the first one over here. When we plot the first value over here, this is going to be negative 3 and 5.5 is supposed to be over here. Okay, this might be a little difficult. Then it's negative 2 and negative 1. So negative 2 is over here, I believe. One second. Yes, it is supposed to be over here. And negative 1 is supposed to be at this point right here. Okay, and then let's plot the next value, which is negative 1.5 and negative 1.8. Negative 1.5 is 1 2 3 4 5 on this line. Okay, one second. 1 2 3 4 5, and then we had negative 1.8. So negative 1.8 is supposed to be over here. Okay, I'll remove the marks at the end. The next is negative 1 and negative 1. Negative 1 and negative 1.5. Yeah, so this would be different. Negative 1 is over here and negative 1.5 is supposed to be over here. The previous one was negative 1.8, not negative 1.5. Okay, the next one is 0 and 1. 0 and 1 is going to be over here. Okay, and the next value is going to be, let's see what it is, 1 and 3.5. 1 and 3.5 we go up over here. 3.5 is supposed to be over here. The next one is 1.5 and 3.8. 1.5 is supposed to be 1 2 3 4 5 on this line. Sorry, 1.5 and 3.8 is supposed to be over here. And the next value is 2 and 3. 2 and 3, let's plot this as well. 2 and 3 is going to be over here. And the last value is 3 and negative 3.5. So 3 is over here on this line, and negative 3.5 is supposed to be over here. So before I plot the line, let's remove all these marks and then plot the line. Okay. So when we start drawing this line, let's start from the right point over here. We go like this, all the way, turn it over here. Okay. And then we go like this. And then lastly, we go like this. Okay, this looks like a smooth enough curve. So our part is done. Let's move on. The next part says, by drawing a tangent, estimate the gradient of the curve at x equals to 2. So let's do this in color blue. At x equal to 2, which means we have to draw a tangent at this point. So let's do that. Let's try to draw the best possible tangent which touches only one point. Let's do that. One second. It is going to be like this. Okay. Now we have to find the gradient of this tangent in order to find the gradient of the curve at this point. So let's pick up two values. If we pick up two values, this is going to be, one of the values is going to be over here. Let's pick this up. The coordinates of this are, one second, if you go up like this, are 1 and 6, and the coordinates, let's pick another value of this point. Let's see what they are 3 and 0.1. Okay, so let's find the gradient. We do m equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 is a smaller value, which is 0.1, and y1 is 6, so we do 0.1 minus 6 over the x value is 3 and the x2 value is 3 and the x1 value is 1. So we do 3 minus 1. Let's see what we get. 0.1 minus 6 divided by 2. Our gradient comes out to be negative 2.95. So we write it over here, negative 2.95. Let's move on. The next part says, by drawing a suitable line on the grid, estimate the solution of the equation x cube over 2 plus 1 equal to 2x. So in order to find the solutions of this equation right here, the first thing that we need to do is, first let's write down the equation of the curve, which is negative x cube over 3. I believe that is the equation. Sorry, negative x cube over 2 plus 3x plus 1. So we write plus 3x plus 1. And our new equation is y equal to, not even y. There's no y at the moment. So instead of that, we write x cube over 2 plus 1 equals 2x. The best way to solve this question is to equate these two equations. So first, let's make this equation turn to 0 equals negative x cube. I'm taking everything to the right side, so that x cube over 2 becomes the same as the first equation. So I write negative x cube over 2 plus 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Now since this equation needs to be plotted on the graph, what we do is we equate this equation and this equation right here. When we equate this, we have negative x cube over 2 plus 2x minus 1 equals negative x cube over 2 plus 3x plus 1. Now to make things simple, we eliminate this and this, so we are left with 2x minus 1 equals 3x plus 1. Since x is positive on the right side and it's a bigger value, I take everything to the right side. I'm left with 0 equals 3x minus 2x plus 1, so 0 equals x plus 2. So our new straight line equation is y equal to x plus 2. The best way to do this is to first plot this line, and before plotting this line we need to draw a table. So I'm drawing a rough table over here and put down values of x and y. So I choose 0, 1 and 2 as the values of x, and y comes out to be 2, 3 and 4. So let's plot this line on the grid above. Let's do it in red. So 0 and 2, 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. 0 and 2 is going to be here, 1 and 3 is going to be here, and 2 and 4, if I extend this, is going to be over here. Let's connect all these points by a straight line, just like this. 1 second, let me draw this line. This needs to be perfectly accurate. Okay, so I draw a straight line like this. This is the equation of the line y equal to x plus 2. So when we plot this line and we figure out the values of the intersection points over here, and lastly over here, these are going to be the values of x. So the first one, let's call this x1. x1 is going to be negative 2.2. So x1 is negative 2.2. That's the first value. Let's call this x2. x2 is going to be, let's see what it is, 0.4. I think it's closer to that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is going to be 0.5. x2 is 0.5. Let's see what x3 is. x3 is 1 second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So x3 is 1.7, not 0.7, it's 1.7. So we have our three values, so we write them over here. The first value was negative 2.2, the second value was 0.5, and the last value where I try to mess up was 1.7. And we are done with the question. I hope this question made sense. The complete working of the entire question is present in the description below for you to download. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, and thank you so much for watching.